Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name's Megan. I'm the mother of tarot, and today's question is, should I take ayahuasca? Now, ayahuasca is a beautiful plant medicine. If you don't know much about it, I would suggest doing your research. And also, my first video that I ever put up on YouTube was about my ayahuasca experience. So if you want to check that out, go back into my channel. I filmed this in 2019 in November. I had an amazing experience with it. It's something I've always wanted to do. So I want to pull some cards and see if this is something that you should do. Now, I do want to mention before we get started that ayahuasca is not legal in every country. So do your research. Make sure you're doing it somewhere that is legal. I did mine in Costa Rica. Now, if you decide to partake in plant medicine, I highly suggest that you do this in a ceremonial setting with an experienced shaman, okay? Because it's a very sacred plant and it's beautiful, but you really need someone to guide you on your journey because it's very, very intense. All right, now that we got that out of the way, let's pick a pile. So there's 4 groups to pick from. Meditate, take your time. Once you've picked your pile, go to the timestamps below in the description box and I will meet you there. Hi, group number 1. So I'm going to shuffle on camera for this. Let's see if you should take ayahuasca and what you're going through. I want to read your energy too. I want to get as many details as I can to help bring some clarity for you. So for group number 1. Okay, so for the first 2 cards I pulled, we have the Fool card and the Hierophant. So right away, this is telling me that you have a curiosity of the planet, of the universe. You've been really interested in astrology, why we're here, what the purpose of life is. And I feel as though you've been in some type of school. Not necessarily a structured school or university, but you've been teaching yourself. You've found educators online, and you're reading books to expand your thinking, to shift your perception, to find more peace and also find more love with this Knight of Cups. I feel as though for this group you're trying to learn how to love yourself even more, and you're kind of searching for love as well. You're searching for love through other people, through experiences, and I feel as though you're very curious. You have a very curious mind, and yeah, you've been putting in a lot of work on yourself with this 3 of Pentacles. You've been putting in the work, and I feel as though for this group that ayahuasca is something that's you've always been interested in it. You've always been wondering about it. So let's see what other clarifiers we can get. Okay, and I love, oh, I just talked about love, and we also have the Lovers card here. So for some of you watching, you want to do this with a significant other, your husband or wife, boyfriend or girlfriend, and for others of you, you're just searching for love. And with this 6 of Wands and the 6 of Swords, I really feel for this group that you are ready to do it, that I feel as though this plant medicine's been calling your name for a while, and I do feel like you've put in enough work on yourself to be ready for this, because the thing is with ayahuasca is that you have to, at least from my knowledge and my experience, is that it's really wise to have built yourself up for a while, to have worked on yourself on a therapeutic level before you undergo such intense medicine. Because there was this beautiful analogy that was described to me in this documentary I watched, and I will try to find it and link it down below. And the guy basically said that if you don't have any kind of spiritual practice and you just go in and you take ayahuasca, it's like being in, having your body in a frozen block of ice. Like you've always been in this frozen block of ice. And when you start to awaken yourself and you start to work on yourself, you start chiseling away at the ice. You start chiseling, you start uncovering your authentic self. But if you haven't been chiseling away, if you haven't been working on yourself on a therapeutic level, if you haven't been chiseling away, then when you take that ayahuasca, it's like a sledgehammer comes and just boom, like breaks it open and just like, it's intense, right? People can't handle it. I mean, that's why there's some crazy stories about this medicine. So it's really important that you work on yourself. And I feel for this group that you have been working on yourself. And I also have the Death card here. So you've undergone a lot of transformation, and I feel as though your soul is ready for this next step. I really do. How exciting. Let's see what other clarifiers we can get. Congratulations, success. This is great. It looks like a diploma. So yeah, you've graduated out of a certain level. You've come out of a certain cycle already, and you're ready for this. You're ready for this next class, this next schooling, because I felt when I did ayahuasca that it was like going to school. It was spiritual boot camp. It was intense. It was the most beautiful experience of my life, but it definitely was the most intense. And yeah, I think this card really says it all. I think there's one stuck to it. Oh, there is one stuck. Oh, we have the Beauty card underneath it. This card, this rose reminds me of, Beauty and the Beast at the end when the flower, the cursed flower, finally came back to life, right? It was like this magical flower. And I feel as though there's a lot of magic in your life. There's a lot of protection surrounding you. So I feel as though this would be a really good, wise decision. I mean, of course, this is a decision you need to make, but I really feel as though you would benefit a lot from this type of medicine. Okay, let's get a few more messages. Okay, I'm seeing with the Six of Pentacles and the Tower in reverse that you've had a rough year. You've had a rough year, and part of you feels bad spending the money or taking the time off work or going on this trip and spending money on this type of medicine. Like, you feel bad, like you don't feel like you deserve it, or you don't feel like you feel like it might be a waste of money. And I understand that feeling because I had that feeling before I went. I had almost canceled my trip about 2 months before I was supposed to go, and I'm so glad I didn't. My intuition wasn't letting me. My guides weren't letting me. They're like, no, you are going. And partially because it wasn't really just about experiencing ayahuasca. It was about spending that kind of money on myself on a trip because I've never done that before. So I feel like there's some fears there, and I feel as though for this group, your intuition, you can feel it in your bones, like it's telling you to go, and it's going to be scary. It's going to be scary. But it's time to spoil yourself, is what I'm hearing. We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. It's time to put more attention into yourself. It's time to do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Maybe you're afraid as well with this Son of Wands that people will judge you. People will judge you for taking it or going on some sort of a spiritual retreat or something like that is what I'm hearing. But who cares? People are going to see you come back a completely different person. Completely different person. And they're going to want to know all about it. Trust me, they will. They will. Because it's life-changing. Alright, what else? Okay, we have the Magician in the Mirror in the reverse. So some of you are doubting your abilities. Some of you are doubting your ability to handle the medicine, to be able to heal from this. But for some of you watching that have anxiety, it's really going to help with your anxiety, is what I'm hearing. Because this type of medicine really does bring you into the present moment. And it shows you the bigger picture. And then we have the Walking Away card. So yeah, walking away from your fears, walking away from worrying about what other people think. This medicine is very safe. No one's died from it. You can't overdose from it. It's extremely safe. It's intense, but it's safe. Okay, I'm going to pull from this deck. Okay, so I'm hearing with the Angel of Families that partaking in this sacred medicine, that it's not only healing, you're not only healing yourself, but you're going to be healing your family dynamics. You're going to be healing ancestral patterns that have been passed down from generations. And it's actually going to bring you closer to your family in the long run because it's going to help you understand them more. And we also have the goddess of nature. You reap what you sow. Your dream is coming into fruition. So I feel as though this is already in the works. This is already happening. I really feel as though your guides and your higher self is guiding you to this medicine. Yeah, and then we have goddess of comparison. Self-criticism is diminishing your sense of self-worth. So you're really being encouraged to follow your intuition, to not care what other people think, to not be worried, and just do what you know is best for yourself and your soul. Because I get it. I was worried. I told my parents I was going to Costa Rica. That's where I went for when I took ayahuasca. I was Guanacaste at a place called Rhythmia. And I told them where I was going, but I was like, yeah, it's a spiritual retreat and it's a yoga retreat, and they do have yoga there. But I didn't tell them quite everything, and my sister, who's very nosy, looked into it, and she realized what it was, and they found out right when I got back, really where I was, and they were like, what? Yeah, I did ayahuasca, and they don't really understand what it is, but they were accepting of it. They were accepting of it, and it was one of the best things I've ever done. So, don't take my word for it in everything that you heard me say. If it resonated, that's awesome. But make sure you really go within, because only you are going to know if this is right for you. Okay, so I hope this helped group number 1. Comment down below. Follow me on Instagram for more free content. Also, if you want to book a personal reading, I have all my information down below. I am taking personal sessions right now. So I'll see you guys next time. Hi, group number 2. So let's find out if you should take ayahuasca. I want to read your energy too and see as many details as I can get from your situation. So should group number 2 take ayahuasca? Alright, the first card that came out was the Tower. So I feel for this group that you've been through a lot recently. You've had a rough year. However, I feel as though what you've gone through has really strengthened your intuition. You can see the eye at the top of the card. I feel as though you're starting to realize how all of this discomfort and this drama and these hard times, with the 5 of Pentacles, I'm hearing some money issues with jobs. Maybe you lost a job this year. Maybe you had a hard time finding a job. Maybe you had to find a new place to live, problems with family or your home life, roommates. I feel as though a lot's been broken down for you this year. Broken down. But I feel with this Queen of Pentacles and this King of Cups that you're ready to meet your soul family and your soul tribe. You're ready to meet people that are on your level, that can have open-minded conversations, that come from a place of love. I'm hearing that you're sick of people gossiping and drama and just like the same old conversations. You really want to meet people you can connect with on a deeper level. That's the first message I'm hearing. So should this person do ayahuasca? I feel like you should. I feel like this is saying yes, but I want to get a clarifier. Let's see. Should this person do ayahuasca? Okay, yeah, we have the 9 of Cups. So that's a definite yes. But I'm not sure if it's right away. When should this person partake in ayahuasca? Okay, I feel like, yeah, I have the 6 of Pentacles for time. So Pentacles to me are years. So I think it's going to be within 6 years. But I don't feel like it's going to be super soon for you. I really don't. Let's find out why. Okay, we have the Hermit card. So I feel as though for this group you're still doing a lot of soul searching. You're still getting to know yourself a lot. You're still building awareness. I feel like there's just a lot more for you to learn. Okay. Yeah, and we have the Devil card. So some of you might be experiencing some addictions. And I want to say really quick with this Pentacle energy that for some of you it will be a while, but don't take my word for that, because if your soul is calling you to do something, you listen to your soul, you listen to your intuition. But for some of you, I'm hearing it might be a ways ahead. It might be years before you actually partake. But I'm hearing that with these two cards, you still have some karmic cycles to break free from before you partake. Because it's really important. This medicine is very intense, so it's very important for us to do some self-work before we partake. So I was on my spiritual journey for about a year. And before that, I really started healing my body with plant foods and de-stressing my life in certain ways. So there was a couple years where I was really, really working on myself and taking time and making big changes. And all of that prepared me for ayahuasca. Because if I hadn't done all of that, I would not have had a good experience on ayahuasca. I just wouldn't have done. It would have been too much, and I wouldn't have been able to handle it. So it was all divinely guided and perfect timing. Okay, I feel for some of you that with the Four of Wands and the Five of Wands, the Four came up first. So I feel as though some of you are dealing with a broken relationship, or some of you are divorced, or there's some problems going on in your relationship is what I'm hearing. Or for some of you, you don't think the person you're with would let you even take ayahuasca or approve of it. Let's find out some more details. Actually, I want to pull from my oracle deck. Okay, yeah, we have strategy. So it's time to make a plan, a healing plan. A healing plan is what I'm hearing for yourself. Okay, and we have the appreciation in reverse. So, big part of your plan to get ready for this ayahuasca. In the fast, the more you devote time to your practice and to healing yourself and working on yourself, the faster that you'll get to being ready for this type of spiritual experience, this type of ceremonial medicine, right? So the first thing is to practice more gratitude is what I'm hearing for this pile. And some of you are, so it's like keep practicing it because it's healing you a lot. And I mean gratitude for everything, like get creative, like every day, get into that space of being super thankful and super excited for life. Because that raises our vibration. Okay. We have the simplicity, beauty, compassion, and euphoria. I like this combination. So, with these cards, Spirit's trying to show you all the beauty you have in your life right now. There's so much beauty, there's so many blessings, there's so much to be grateful for, and I feel as though it's hard for you to see. Like something's blocking your vision from it. And it could be from some of the things that you've been experiencing this year. Some of the trials and the arguments and the hard times have put you in this funk. Let's see what else. Okay. So, I love this card because it says look for the signs and synchronicity. So there's a lot of repetitive patterns and different things. You might be seeing certain number patterns on the clock or certain things over and over, experiencing deja vu. They're all messages from the universe. And it's guiding you on your healing journey. It's guiding you and it's helping you. It's trying to help you make a plan. So when you notice a certain pattern on the clock, or you notice something that, oh, that's weird that happened, or that's just a coincidence, or whatever. Pay attention to your thought pattern when that happened. Pay attention to your surroundings, of where you're at, of how you're feeling. because we can use those messages as guides, right? We can use those as like an extra light to lead us down our path. What else for group number 2? Movement. Okay. So you're being encouraged from the universe to take more steps, to try different things. Because when we get stuck in a certain energy, if we're not happy with our lives, if we're doing the same things every day, if we're in that same energy, it's easy for the same things to keep coming back into our lives. But once we change direction, we change our schedule in our day, even if it's in little ways, right? I'm going to go grocery shopping in a new store. I'm going to try a different kind of food. I am going to take a different path to work. I'm going to take a different road, right? Different way. That shakes things up. Those little things shake things up. So you're being encouraged to come up with a plan to better yourself, right, with a strategy, and to take movement, to take more action. And there's going to be more clarity coming in for you soon. So pay attention to the signs, pay attention to the thoughts that come up, because you are being guided, and there's a lot of spirits around you, very close with you during this time. And it may not feel like it, but they are there, and they're ready to show you the way. So I love this for you. Oh, my heart goes out to you, group number 2. I really hope this helped you. I'm sorry if you are going through a rough year, a rough time with life, and shoot a comment down below. I'd love to give words of encouragement back to you. And if you're interested in booking a personal session, I am open for readings right now. So take care, and I'll see you next time. Hi, group number 3. So let's find out if you should take ayahuasca. I want to read your energy too and see what you're going through, if you're supposed to take it, when. Let's try to get as many details as we can. So should group number 3 partake in ayahuasca? Okay, this is interesting. So I love this. The answer is yes. The answer is yes. However, Spirit's trying to tell you that with this 4 of Cups and the 7 of Cups, that while this plant medicine will help you in your journey, it'll help you with what you're going through, that it's not going to be a heal-all, end-all. That what you're doing right now in your life is helping you, is healing you. You're going through a lot of transformation right now. You're being very divinely guided. You're on the right path. And that while this will be a big part of your healing journey, taking ayahuasca, it's not going to be like, oh, that's what I need to do, and then all will be healed. Because I kind of felt like that before I went and did ayahuasca. I thought, oh, I just need to do ayahuasca, and it'll just take care of all of my problems, and I'll feel amazing. And while it was a huge part of my healing, when I came back from my trip from partaking in the medicine, I was very kind of overwhelmed for a while, because there's a big sense of clarity that the medicine gives you. Your intuition is very high, and it gives you such a sense of clarity of what you need to do in your life. And when you get back, you get back into reality, into your old environment, and you get anxious, because you're like, oh, there's so many things I have to change to make this work, and how am I going to change them, and oh my God, blah, blah. And while the medicine's beautiful and it was needed to give you that sense of clarity, it doesn't, like, you don't just come back and you're just like, oh, I'm completely changed, everything's amazing. It does help somewhat, but it pushes you to make even more changes in your life. So that's just the first message I'm hearing for you, is that it will help heal you, and that this will be something you partake in one day. However, it's not just like, this is the piece. This is the piece. There's a lot more to it. There's a lot of beauty happening right now with this Sun card. It's in reverse. So the Sun's on this side. We have in the reverse. I feel as though you're not seeing all the healing that's happening in your life. You're not seeing at the bigger picture with this 3 of Wands. Maybe you're looking too much into the future because you're hoping for a better one. And while I do see a better future happening, it's really important to get into the present moment, to get into this loving energy with the Ace of Cups, to find the love that's all around you right now. I know it's hard to see, and this takes practice, But the Four of Cups talks about practicing gratitude. Practicing gratitude for what you do have right now in your life. Because this will help bring in more healing, more sunshine, and it's what's necessary right now for your healing path. So let's find out any more messages about this, please. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we have chaos and success in the reverse. So again, I don't feel as though you're seeing there's some sort of like veil over you. Because while this is a hard time and you're going through some trials and tribulations and some drama, you're having a hard time making decisions for some of you is what I'm hearing. You have done a lot to heal yourself. You've overcome a lot. You're so strong. You have a really high intuition is what I'm hearing. And you're really connected with Source and your guides. You're very connected. They're very close to you. And you should be congratulating yourself, is what I'm hearing, for how much success you have. You're very successful. You don't feel like it, though. You feel like you're behind. You see the world as this scary place with this chaos card. You see it as scary. You see it as things going south, going sour, and you're having a hard time seeing your way out of it. But there is beauty around you. There's a lot of beauty around you. There's so much loving energy that just wants to come in. It's like right there. Let's see what else we can find out for you, group number 3. Yeah. So with the door to personal healing and happiness, Spirit's working right now there's a door opening. There's been a door open around you. And I'm hearing that you just need to shift your perspective and it will become clear. You'll see the door. You'll see this door. And I feel as though it's going to become even clearer for you now watching this. Like it's going to be very obvious as to what you need to do. And it's not going to be some big thing. It's going to be little steps, right? When we walk through these doors to healing, it's one door, then another door, then another door. It's not just one big door, one big revelation. Some doors are bigger than others, right? Some doors are a little more like, oh wow, this is an important piece to my puzzle and to my life and my journey. Some doors are really small and sometimes we don't even notice them. We're like, oh, it's just a coincidence or whatever. But there's going to be a lot of little doors, and every time a little door opens, a little opportunity, a little something, opportunities can come in, compliments from people, right? They can come in having a really good laugh with somebody. I mean, these are opportunities. So when they come in to practice gratitude for them, and when you practice gratitude for those little doors, those little opportunities, that's when the big doors start coming in. That's when the big ones, that's when the revelations start coming in. And then sometimes some more little doors come, and then big doors. I don't know what's up with me and doors right now, but that's just what I'm hearing. What else? Wow. Yeah. Oh, this is perfect. This is exactly what I've been talking about. Today holds unlimited possibilities to see the beauty in life. See how she's holding the world? She's holding the world and she's looking at it like this precious, beautiful planet. Precious, beautiful planet that's magical and mystical and full of wondrous beauty. And that's what you're being pushed into. This period that you've been in has served a great purpose. It was very necessary, very necessary. But now it's time to come out of it. It's time to come out of it. Yeah, we have the Six of Swords in reverse. It's time to walk away. It's time to let go of the things that aren't serving you. And I feel as though for this group you do know some of the things. You might not know all of them, but you do know some of them. There's some things in your life you're like, I shouldn't be doing that, or I should probably do this instead. Yeah. So let's find out when you're going to be taking ayahuasca. Let's get back to ayahuasca, because I'm curious. When will this person be taking ayahuasca? Years, months, weeks? I don't think it's weeks. Maybe. Let's find out. Let's see if we can find out. Okay, we have the Judgment card. So they didn't want to give me a time frame. But when I see this card, you're going to know. You're going to know when it's time. You're absolutely going to know. There's going to be an opportunity. There's going to be a door. Something's going to be really obvious. And you're going to know exactly when. It's going to just feel right. It's going to feel right. And it's going to feel amazing. I want to get more messages for you, though. Okay, so, alright, this is perfect. Angel of Union and Angel of Clearing. Your time and waiting and confusion will soon be over. So a lot of clarity is coming in. There's also a person going to be coming into your life. For some of you, it's a friendship. For some of you, it's a relationship. But there's going to be someone coming into your life to help you. To help you, to inspire you, to guide you, to be there for you. And they're going to help encourage you to see the world in a more beautiful light. They're going to be a lot more positive. And it's going to be a very divinely guided relationship. That's awesome. What else? Past life. Ooh. So this card says past life. The situation involves your past life memories. So you're not only healing things from this lifetime. This is like lifetimes and lifetimes. You've been healing stuff. And that's not to overwhelm you or scare you. It's just, it can be heavy. It can be heavy. So something to do with what you're going through had to do with something you experienced in your last life or the life before that. Alright, one more card. Let's pull from this deck. We'll wrap it up. Oh, we got two. That's okay. Yeah, love the darkness and cultivate love. Yes, this is perfect. See how she's riding the black crow? And then I almost said scarecrow, I don't know why. And then it's cultivate love on the other card. So you're being encouraged to see the beauty in these dark times because of all the growth that's happening, because of, you're going to have such an abundant life is what I'm hearing. A lot of love in your life, so much love. And you're going through this darkness now so that you really appreciate it when you have it. You're going to be in such a big state of gratitude by the time you get this life that you're trying to create. You're going to be so happy. And I feel like for you, you're going to be in a really good place before you do partake in this medicine. You're going to be in a good place. You're going to still have some growth to do because we always have growth. We always have healing on this journey. You're going to be in a much better place. So I love this for you. I hope this helped group number 3. Comment down below. If you want to follow me on my Instagram account, I have more free content there. Also, I am open for personal readings, so if you want to book with me, all the information is down below. I'll see you guys next time. Hi, group number 4. So let's find out if you should take ayahuasca. I want to pull cards for your energy too. I want to see where you're at in life. I want to see why and when you should partake in medicine, if you should. I want to get as many details, so let's find out for group number 4. Alright, group number 4. So I'm getting a lot of different messages for this group. I am getting the message yes, but it's also a strong maybe. It's really up to you. And I'm sorry if you picked up this pick a card reading and you're like, oh, I want a yes or no. But I feel like the universe is saying, well, do you want to? Do you want it? Because I feel like you've been waiting for answers with the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles can talk about patience and waiting for our manifestations to come, for our hard work to pay off. And I feel as though with this Judgment card that the universe is saying, stop waiting. Stop waiting. And it's not to say don't be patient, but it's saying just start doing what you want to do. Start taking action. You're ready. You have a strong energy is what I'm hearing. You have a strong energy. There's been a lot of healing with the Temperance card. There's been a lot of healing going on in your life. You've been working on yourself a lot. And for some of you, I feel as though with this Page of Pentacles that you're starting on something new. You're learning something new. You're starting a new project, new business, new job, or you will be soon. Keep focusing on that. Also, for those of you that are single, I see a union coming in. A very spiritual union. For some of you, I'm hearing that you might meet this person when you take ayahuasca, if you so decide to. I see it being very healing for you, but I feel for this group that you've relied too much on other people's opinions of you, and you're always asking people, like, should I do this, or should I do that, or should I try this, should I not try, should I wear this, should I buy this car, should I move here? You're always asking other people too much of what I'm hearing. And it's time, you have a strong intuition. Your higher self and your angels are right there to help guide you. Let's see what other messages we have. But I feel as though you're ready to partake in ayahuasca, because some people are not. Some people are not. Medicine is intense, very intense. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we have the Father of Cups and the Eight of Swords in reverse. So you've moved on a lot of this trapped energy. You've moved out of it. I feel for this group that a lot of you could be healers, intuitives, empaths. But I feel as though you don't always trust in yourself and your own power. You, with this Seven of Swords in reverse, you don't always trust in yourself. But it's time to start trusting. That's what I'm hearing. It's time to start trusting. Yeah, you're the sorceress. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. So you have a lot of power. For this group, you have a lot of power. I feel as though for this group you don't need to take ayahuasca, is what I'm hearing too. You can if you want to, but you don't necessarily need to. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. That's why it was a maybe. It's up to you. Okay, Angel of Vision. Yeah. Angel of Manifestation, Angel of Guidance. A renewed sense of direction and purpose will soon manifest. Exactly. And this is going to happen by you trusting in yourself. So you're being encouraged to stop asking for others' opinions in your career life, in your love life, to go within. Now, I'm not saying don't talk about it with other people, right? That's not the message. It's good to open up to people and to vent, and it helps gain clarity by talking about it. But don't give your power away to people by asking them what they think you should do. Because when we do that, if that person gives their opinion, it could be based from their fears, their belief patterns, and it could be a negative formally decision. So a lot of you with this Angel of Vision, I'm hearing that you have clairvoyance, you have the intuitive sight, which is really beautiful, and then you have Angel of Manifestations. So, which goes perfectly along with the Sorceress card. Because you're an avid manifester. You're creating the life that you want. There's a lot of people I'm hearing that are going to be coming into your life. Spiritual people. And you're on a beautiful path. So, yeah, you decide to do ayahuasca, you go for it. You have fun with it. But you don't have to. It's not like a big yes, like you have to do it. This is the next step. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what other messages we can get. Okay. Yeah. Then we have the Temple Path in reverse. So don't overthink the decisions that you're making. Like, am I making the right decision for myself? Is this right? I don't know. I'm confused. Whatever decision you make is the correct one. You can't make a wrong decision, is what I'm hearing. You have a good moral compass. You are very spiritually protected and divinely guided. So you're at a really solid point in your life where you're not going to make a wrong decision. So you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about that. I feel like for some of you still are going to, but that's what I'm hearing. Yeah, it says love the darkness. It's okay to be confused. It's part of life. It's part of being a human. It's okay to be, a little scared that you think you made the wrong decision. It's all part of this beautiful earthly realm we're on. So enjoy it and love it and embrace it. Any more messages for group number 4? Oh wow, a lot came out. Yeah, complicated. And it's the 11 card, so for some of you, you might be seeing 1111. You're making life more complicated than it is. It's time to take one little step at a time. It's time to feel more relaxed, have more fun. We also have the invisible card. So it's time to show who you really are. Show the world who you really are. You've been very obedient in life. You have really taken care of yourself and you've taken care of others. And now I feel as though there's good karma coming into your life. So it's time to relax a little. It's time to relax. I know I hate when people tell me to relax, so I'm sorry if you're like, oh, stop it, Megan. But that's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. It's time to relax. You can't do any wrong. Then we have the moon card. So yeah, this talks about intuition. This talks about, I feel for some of you, you might be tarot readers watching this, or you might be energy healers, Reiki healers, therapists. I feel a lot of really high spiritual vibes from this group. So you're very connected to Source, you're very connected to your guides, and you're really connected to the moon as well. So I love this for you, group number 4. Comment down below if this resonated. Follow me on IG for more free content. If you want to book a reading with me, my schedule is open and I have links down below. So thanks again for hanging out, and I'll see you guys next time.